stay young together. We can go on forever. We can tell them that we just don't care. Run through the street and you flick your hair. We can fall like a feather. We can get lost whenever. We can talk till the morning, dream without a warning, you and I. We can stay up all night. Yeah, we'll show them we were right. The city is hot spotlight. Will you take my hand tonight? We can stay up all night. Yeah, we'll show them we were right. Will you take my hand tonight? Will you take my hand tonight?
Okay, so this is the beautiful creation that I've made. So this is basically just like fall makeup. This is basically just like nighttime makeup, like going out makeup. I mean, you could do it in the day too. It's whatever you're feeling. I just really want to make this to show you guys that you can definitely work with like dark colors. Like, you shouldn't be afraid to work with dark colors because, as you can tell with this, like, it doesn't look like dark, and it doesn't look like I just like smudged like Sharpie all over my face. It can still look classy. It can still look smoky. You can go smokier than this if you want. You can go lighter than this if you want. It really is in just your control. Okay, let's get started. Hi guys, it's Tori. I'm here tonight because it is 11:37, so it is almost midnight. And I am here because I took this week off of work. This week is just dealing with like mental stuff. Kind of not in the best situation to work right now. So if any of you don't know, I actually work for a company called We Planet Earth. I made like a really amazing vlog sort of thing on it. If you want to see that, I can definitely upload it to my YouTube channel for you, so you guys can check out where I work and stuff like that and what we do on a daily basis. But let's get back on track so this video is not 100 years long. So it is almost midnight, and I just felt like I haven't made a video in so long because I've been working my butt off, and so I just want to sit down and make a video for you guys, even if it's so late outside. I have so much energy. So what we're going to be doing today, if you read the title down below, is it's going to be a mini Lush haul and products that I've already used. I've actually only not used one of them, and kind of my thoughts, my reviews on them. Are they worth it? And then we're going to be doing a little makeup video, makeup tutorial. It's going to be kind of like a nighttime look. Also, since we're transitioning into fall, it's going to have like fall colors and stuff like that. But I find the most difficult makeup to achieve, and the one that people often struggle with most, is like nighttime makeup. For instance, like if you're going to a really fancy party, or if you're going to a party, or if you're going to like a club or something like that. Just how to make it look nice and sort of natural, but also not like muddy and dirty, but also with that kind of smoky effect to it. So that's what we're going to be doing today. We have it all rolled into one, and I'm sitting here, and the next video that I'm going to be making is a clothing haul, what clothing I've been getting, because the week that I had off, I was basically shopping the entire week. So I will be filming a clothing haul video, the clothing that I've been getting, and it's going to be a try-on video, so you're going to be able to see it on and what it looks like. Those are my favorite. I love those, and I want to make sure I can do that for you guys. So if you guys want to see that, definitely give this video a thumbs up, and I will film that in the future for you guys. But let's just jump into it so it's not like a million years long. I have the Lush bag right here. Oh my gosh, we have the receipt. Huh. Okay, so first of all, I spent $93 at Lush. That happens every single time I go in there. Lush products are relatively expensive. The first thing that I got was, it's called Full of Grace Serum, and what it is I don't want it to melt my hand. It looks like this, so I'll show it to you there. So the Full of Grace Serum, what it is it's basically like a solid moisturizer slash serum, and what it claims to do is packed full of hydrating, tropical butters, calming chamomile, and antioxidant mushroom extract to keep skin in fantastic condition all year round. It absorbs easily into the skin, creates a smoothing treatment for the delicate skin on your face, and maintains elasticity, moisture, and glow. And it's gentle for everyone. And so it features fresh portobello mushrooms. So it is $16.95, which in my opinion is like decent for a facial moisturizer. The point of it is it like melts in your hands when you're touching it so that you can put it on your face. I just put some on right now. It does melt really easily into your face. If you are to put like makeup on right away, it doesn't sink in super quickly. You kind of have to leave it sit for like 10 to 15 minutes before applying makeup, but it hasn't been breaking out. It's helped with the redness there, and overall it's doing a really good job. So I would definitely repurchase this. Okay, so the next product, this is Rouge Argan body conditioner. I cannot say enough good things about this. So first of all, I got one last Christmas for myself, and this is not cheap by any means, and it kind of hurts to buy this. So this tub, it is 225 grams. It's almost $40. It's $35.95 there, and like $40 on a moisturizer, because that's essentially what it is. Like, it kind of pulls on my heartstrings, so that's why I waited so long to get a new one, because I've been out of it for so long. But since I was there, I kind of guilted myself into buying it because I love it so much. When I had it, it's so convenient. So I like to moisturize my body every single time I shower, and this makes it so much easier. So what it is, the body conditioners, but this is a wonderful scent. It's their like rose scent. What you're supposed to do with it is kind of lather it on like a moisturizer in the shower, but it takes like way less time because you can be messy about it because you're in the shower, and then you quickly rinse it off, and so the moisture stays locked into your skin all day long. It really does work really well, especially in the wintertime, because this stuff is thick. When you go underwater, it does not come off, like in a good way. So anyways, I picked up a new one of these just because it's so convenient, and the smell is just so, I love it. So the next product that I got, okay, it's called Jason and the Argan Oil shampoo bar, and it's a really cool concept. The reason that they do solid products is to save on packaging. It's also a little cheaper that way when you buy solid things, because you don't have to pay for the packaging, obviously. And so what this is basically just a solid shampoo. The rose like Argan Oil scent, it's so good. And so as a shampoo for me personally, the smell is wonderful. The lather is really, really nice. The only issue that I have with it is the fact that it doesn't exactly leave my hair like super moisturized kind of thing. It really does just do a really good job of just like cleaning it, like getting all the products out of it, but it does kind of leave it a little dry, so you definitely have to condition afterwards, which is something I always do anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. And this was $11.95. So I've probably gone through 1/3 of it in the month, so it'll probably last me about 3 more months. I have to say I've really got addicted to not putting like a lot of like chemicals in my hair. It is making it feel really nice and thick and just like healthy. So for that reason I really do love it. As for, I got a solid conditioner, which it's about the same price. It's between $11.95 and $12.95. And so this, I think I just got the one that was like smelled like coconuts. The issue that I have with the solid conditioner is it does not melt like very easily. It is very hard to get the product like out of its solid form onto your hair. I end up like, at first I'm kind of like lathering it in the shower, and I get as much off as I can, and that little bit probably just does like my ends. And so what I end up having to do is literally like taking this, running it under water until it's kind of warm, and then like literally just like assaulting my hair with the conditioner, and it ends up coming out in like chunks. but that's really the only way I can get it onto my hair, and to get like enough product that I like prefer, because I do like to have my hair like really moisturized and stuff like that. So for that reason, I really am not enjoying having to use it. I do enjoy the fact that like obviously it's like cruelty free and it's all natural and stuff like that for my hair, which is really working well for my hair. The only issue is it takes a lot of work. Last thing from Lush, the Floating Island Luxury Bath Oil. I obviously have not used this because it's still kind of there, but what it is I've never used a bath oil from Lush, only bath bombs. So sink into the tub and escape into your own fragrant, soothing island of tranquility. Sandalwood oil, vanilla bean, and lemon oil create a dreamy scent to soothe the soul. While organic cocoa and shea butters transform your bath water into silky, softening, silky, softening sanctuary. Try saying that 4 times fast. It's really hard. And lie back and slip away into an island of luxury. Emerge ready to take on the real world. So I haven't had a chance to use it all. It was only $5. I'll let you guys know how it works after I use it, but I just figured I'd mention it in the haul because I got it. So what we're going to be doing today is a nighttime slash fall slash party slash club look. And I really have no idea what I'm going to be going with today. I'm going to be giving you tips and tricks about how to maximize your nighttime makeup. Make it look its best all the time. Okay, so first things first is we're going to be taking my famous mixture of primers. I actually haven't used this one in a while, but it's the Elf Redness Primer. And we're going to be taking a little bit of the Nivea. We're going to be taking a little bit of the Nivea Men's Post Shave Balm. And so the second thing that I've been doing before applying my makeup is using the Mario Badescu Skincare Facial Spray with aloe, herbs, and rose water. It claims to be a like makeup setting spray. So you can use it in your hair, you can use it all over your body for moisture. But what I like to do is just spray my face with it before applying makeup, just to make sure my skin is like really hydrated and like bouncy. And then I'm going to take my beauty blenders because right now, I don't know if you can see it, but I have water. Well, my face is wet. Recently, I actually just picked up the Real Techniques Makeup Beauty Sponge thingy, and I've really been liking it. The only thing I don't like is it's not very dense. Like I have one from Winners from a long time ago, and I just prefer the density of this one a little bit more, just because it feels a lot more bouncy, and this one kind of just feels like foamy, if you understand me. And I find it picks up more makeup, even though this one's like highly raved about. For the sake of the video, I will be using this beauty sponge. I got it when I went down the States. At Walmart, they have the Real Techniques beauty sponge that ironically looks exactly like this one. It's probably the same texture as this one though. I don't know. They do come in packs of 2 for about $16. But yeah, I just figured I'd mention that. I am fairly dark right now. It doesn't look like it because I'm wearing such a fluorescent top. But the foundation that I'm going to be using is my holy grail, the Sephora 10-Hour Wear Protection Foundation. Perfection. I was going to say, I don't know why it says Perfection Foundation in the shade Light 20. This is my tan shade. I also use the Lumi True Match Cushion in N3.5 for reference when I'm very, very dark. So I can't use this unless I've tanned the day before, like self-tan the day before. So if you're looking for reference, if you are relatively pale, don't pick up the N3.5. Definitely go with something under that. I have a problem with redness, so I have the NYX HD Studio Photogenic Green Concealer. And so what I like to do is before going in with foundation, just to make sure that you don't compromise or lighten the shade of foundation that you have. It's not really a problem if you're pale, but if you do have a darker skin tone or if you happen to be tan, putting this over top of a foundation is going to make it lighten, and then it's just going to be like, oh, well, I have to apply more foundation over top of my foundation. So my advice is to start with color correcting if you have any to do. Because we are going relatively full coverage, because this is like a nighttime look. I just always look pale because I have really, really bright lights. So I can like get so far away from my makeup table without making it an issue. Okay, so you have a better idea of my face right now. Please don't give me problems. Okay, whatever, let's just work with it. So let's start by blending that all in. Also, the thing about the NYX HD concealers and color correcting ones, because I know they have a few, if you happen to buy them, they're kind of difficult to blend in. So my recommendation is they actually have a pack of color correctors that come in like a little compact looking thing that have a bunch of different colors in them. So even if you just need like 2 of the colors, I recommend buying that because they're a lot easier to blend in. But I just wanted to pick up the green one of this to see how it works. And I'm just using it, so you know what I mean. Oh, and as for the foundation, I'll give you the tip after actually. So now we have the green color corrector all blended in. It makes my skin tone look a lot lighter. Don't mind Ted. Oh, you can see this a lot better, so we're just gonna move in this direction. So as you can see, my face looks a lot lighter with the color corrector done. So that's why I like to do it first, so that this isn't an issue after I put the foundation on. So what we're going to be doing now is going with the Sephora foundation that I use for tan skin. My recommendation is if you are between a light and a dark foundation shade for yourself, choose the darker one when you're going out at night or going clubbing, just because odds are you're going to be taking flash photography, and quite often it makes your face look, even if you don't wear anything with SPF, it makes your face look a lot lighter than your like neck and stuff like that. Just because that's what like makeup likes to do. So we're going in with the Real Techniques beauty sponge here, and we're just going to be applying this foundation. Foundation done. Check. Next is we are going to highlight my under eyes. I'm really out of concealer. I'm using the shade Light in the Maybelline Fix Me concealer. I really love them, and they really blend in really nice. My suggestion number 2 is I don't go insane with like the under eye highlighting, because like I've said, your face happens to look a lot brighter than the rest of your body with flash photography. As you can see right now, it's not super bright, so I'm just going to go in with the shade Fair and just give it a little. So with the light shade Fair, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to highlight my nose a little, the bridge of my nose. I'm just going to be contouring that later. What I'm going to be doing is setting my under eyes using the Wet n Wild Mega Glow contour palette. This is bae. I actually have the Anastasia whatever light to medium contour kit. I reach for this a lot more often, just because compared to all the like powders in the other palette, this is so creamy. It like really does a good job of like brightening up the under eyes. Like, what more can you ask for? So what I'm gonna be doing is just setting underneath my eyes right now so they don't crease while I'm doing everything else. Set the rest of my face. So I'm gonna be using the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless compact. I'm just using this e.l.f. powder brush to kind of just pat everything in. Next thing we're going to be doing is bronzing up our face. So today we are using the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I don't know if I've used this in a video yet, but holy schmokes, this is my favorite bronzer. I got it a couple months ago. I have already hit pan, but the shade and the undertone of this is just so natural, especially for pale skin. And so I'm just going to be using this QO blending brush, kind of big powder brush. I just go in and I'm pretty generous with bronzer. What I just do is start at your ear. I know that seems weird that you're putting product on your ear, but at the end of the day, if your ear is like really pale and you're like bronzing your cheek, it's gonna look kind of weird. When I'm bronzing my cheeks, what I'll do is take some of the bronzer and put it on, I don't know if you can see that, just below my ear, in here, because for me, that doesn't happen to catch a lot of like sun on its own. So to make it look natural and like you're not just caking it on your face and like nothing else is kind of working, that's what I do. So I'm just gonna bronze the rest of my face now. I just go in a little 3 motion here. And so as you can see, I kind of just bronze all around there. What we are doing right now is we are going to bronze my nostrils. There we go. Because this is a bronze shade, you really don't want to use this to like define your nose, you know? You kind of just want to use it to give your nose the same warmth the rest of your face now has. We are going to be more heavily contouring now. So what we are going to be using today is the lovely Anastasia Beverly Hills Here palette that I did just kind of roast. What I'm going to go into, I have no idea what these shade names are. I'm going to be going into this really this bottom middle shade. It is just really more like of a shadowy shade. So I'm just taking this with this random brush, no idea where it's from, but it kind of just looks like that. So I'm taking it on the tip there, as you can see, and I'm just going to be lightly dragging this into the darker hollows of my cheeks to be defining. I don't know if you can see that there. And then I'm just going to be using like a little bit, not as much, to just kind of go more towards my hairline. Just kind of chisel it out with whatever extra I have. A little brush cleaner. It's just a clean sweep there. We just kind of got it from Winners. Very handy dandy. I'm just going to be kind of cleaning that brush off so that there's no more of the product, but I feel like using the brush still. So what I'm going to be doing is going in with a clean brush, working it in farther to where I want it to go, but not completely blending it out. And then I'm just going to be going back into this brush, bronzer brush that we use, and then just going over a little bit, just making sure they both blend in really nicely. And then just go in with this brush quickly just to contour my nose more seriously. And it's just like a little definer brush there, the same color that I did for the rest of my face. And what I like to do is just use a really light hand. And what I'm going to be using is just the Beauty Blender here, just kind of going over a little to make sure it stays in the same place, but kind of dull it down a little. I'm just going to move back so you guys can kind of see what I've accomplished. Personally, for me, this is as, let's just make sure, yeah, this is as bronzed and contoured as I like to be. After I've done that, before I do the blush or before I do the highlight, I actually like to go into my eyes. When I was blending my concealer, I did get some on my eyes. So what I'm going to do now is just to be going back into this, like the contour shade that I was going into, and going in with that light shade and just setting my eyes so that they don't crease. I'm going to be using the Chocolate Bar palette because this is my all-time favorite palette. This is my go-to. What I'm going to be doing today is kind of just a natural looking smoky eye. The first shade that I'm going into is this Salted Caramel shade, which is just a really nice kind of orangey transition shade. Next, what I'm going to do is go into the Milk Chocolate shade. That's just this, just light brown. And I'm still going to be using the Morphe M441. It's just a big fluffy brush. I'm going to take this tapered brush and I'm going to go in with a darker shade. We're going to be going in with a shade called Semi Sweet. Ugh, shit. Okay, so we're gonna go in with the shade Semi Sweet, and it's just this chocolate brown. But we also have, so this is a Semi Sweet, it's a matte color, but we also have like hazelnut and hot chocolate. I don't know if I said that right, but they are more like shimmery kind of shades. If you did want to go in with a shade like that, like it wouldn't make a difference on your eyes. What I'm going to be doing is putting this on the outside of my eyes, just to start developing that kind of smoky look. Just with whatever excess is on the brush right now, I'm just going to be using that to kind of define the crease a little bit more. And so now I'm just going to go in with kind of a tapered crease brush here, and I'm just going to be using that to make the lines a little softer, but generally not moving it around too much because I want the placement to stay the same. Today I am going with more of like a brown look. You could definitely do this using grays and blacks. And so now going in with a clean, big fluffy brush, I'm just going to be blending out more of outside here where we put the transition shade, just so that everything's kind of matching in and there's no really harsh lines. Using another tapered blending brush, I'm going to be using the darkest shade that I want to be using. It's an almost black, but it's a brown because we're sticking with a brown theme. It is called Triple Fudge, and I'm putting it on the same brush just because I'm kind of lazy, and yeah. And we're not putting it in the same spot. We are just kind of focusing this more to the outside, because obviously it's a lot darker and you don't want your eyes starting to look muddy. Okay, perfectos. And so just with another brush now, we're just going to be blending that out using a light hand to not get it going everywhere. I'm going to darken it. I'm going to darken it using this color Black Forest Truffle mixed with the dark chocolate color, just because I really want to show you guys that's not super intimidating to work with like dark colors and stuff like that, to get that like dark smoky effect. Like it's pretty easy to work with them. Go for it. Just have fun. That's what it is. Well, I'm taking this big fluffy blending brush and I'm going in with a mix of the transition shade Salted Caramel and the crease shade Milk Chocolate, just because I feel like they're getting lost. And so I'm just going to clean this off with the thing here. If you don't have one of these, you can clean it off with your arm, or you can use a clean brush, like a civilized human. Not like me. And so I'm just going to be going over the edges and just blending it out using this windshield wiper motion, just to make sure the edges are all nicely blended out. Just blend, 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 blend. Okay, and so as you guys can tell, because I'm not the cleanest person when it comes to working with dark shades, I'm just going to take a little bit of concealer and dab it on the inside here. Just to get those dark shades off where I want to put a lighter shade. I'm just going to take Marzipan. You can't really see it. It's just kind of a really nice, like rose gold kind of shimmer color. And I'm just taking it on my finger because I don't want it to be super pigmented, because I still want this look to be pretty dark. I don't really want to like, wow, do that. So just bring it up to where your crease is, and then use a clean finger, blend it, and the fluffy brush, blend it. So I'm going to go in with a little bit more of that dark shade Black Forest Truffle. Taking that big fluffy brush. So now what I'm going to do is go in with this pointed and tapered little brush here. It's clean. And I'm going to go in with milk chocolate and a little bit of semi-sweet, which is just 2 brown shades. And I'm going along my bottom lash line and really connecting this. There we go, there. So that's about it for the lid shades there, as you can see. Now I'm just going to be quickly lining my... Okay, so zoom in. Welcome back, friends, family, lovers. This is like the 100th time the camera has died. So while I was off camera, I did my wings here, because everybody, well, most people know how to do a wing for their face shape. It's kind of different for everyone. And I also did my brows, because most people do them the same every single day, unless you have no idea what you're doing, which same, literally me. We are going to be putting falsies on today, so I don't need to curl my lashes before putting my mascara on. Like I said, if you don't want to wear falsies, just mascara is totally fine at this point. So I'm just coating my lashes in a thin layer of, that turned out really thick, in a thin layer of mascara, so that you won't be able to tell the difference between my natural lashes and the falsies. Okie dokie. So while I let my mascara dry, we're just going to finish off the face with some highlight. The highlight that I will be reaching for today is a highlight that is in the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette. It's the bottom one here, called Champagne Truffle. Just kidding, it's truffle. Champagne Truffle. So I'm just going to take that on a big fluffy brush here. Highlight my cheekbones. Obviously this is so bright in here. At 3 a.m. I am just a mess. Alright, so that's kind of what that looks like. And then finally, last but not least, I'm going to be going in with Maybelline Fit Me blush in the shade Light Rose. It's just a really pretty pink. And so that's what that's going to look like for you. So overall, like, this would be really nice for flash photography, because you're not going to get any flashback with the products that we used. But if you do want to wait and see me put on the lashes, my lashes just need to dry. So as for a lip color, I'm just going to go in with this little Tarte lip paint. What's really cool is it's part of their birthday collection. So at Sephora, if it's your birthday month, you get a free little Tarte thingy. This one's called Birthday Suit, and then you also get a blush that's called Pate. The way that just kind of took over this look, like, okay. If you didn't want to do lashes, this is going to be the finished product there. Alrighty dighty, so this is, I put the lashes on because it's late and I'm tired and I didn't want to wait for the camera to charge, but I can definitely make like a separate video on how I put my lashes on, because I now get them almost every first try that I do, which is really cool. So I could definitely make a video if you guys, like a short little video if you guys want to know how to put on lashes properly. I don't even know what brand these are from. I'll link it in the description below, just because it's 3 a.m. and I still have to take this all off. This is like the go-to kind of club makeup. This is my go-to like pate makeup. This is my go-to like nighttime makeup if I have time. In the future, videos coming up to look forward to. We have the fall clothing haul, for clothing, which is really exciting. I also have some new makeup that I picked up, so I'll include that little bit in the haul too. And then we also have like a style book coming up about how I'm gonna style these things for the fall. And yeah, like I'm just really looking forward to all the videos that I've been able, or that I'm going to create. I'm trying to give myself more time to do this now and really like push myself towards this because I love it. And I'm really sorry, I have been like super busy working and stuff like that. But you guys are gonna get my attention from now on. I'm gonna try and start making this one of my priorities. So yeah, I'm so excited and I love you guys. But yeah, I love you guys. I'll see you in my next video. I hope you guys had an amazing time watching. Feel free to show me your creations that you've created using this look. Give me a thumbs up if you liked it and you're excited for the next videos to come. And I love you, and I'll see you later. Goodbye.
Your hair, we can fall like a feather. We can get lost whenever. We can talk till the morning, dream without a warning. You and